Hello, time for some Go Battle League with Skelderidge, the new Paladin starter of Final Evolution of Fuecoco, and of course an awful lead. They just bring in the Sand Slash and they do shield up the Earthquake correctly. Now, should have just gone for the Hydro Cannon, but this time I do, and I also get a shield. So they are down to 0 shields. Can I get to one more Hydro Cannon? No, I cannot. But I have Lucario. Shadow Ball Power Punch Lucario. Very excited to be using my favorite Pokemon in Ultra League. Just favorite Pokemon in general. And I'm going to Power Punch to boost my attack because I have a Tapu Fini to deal with. Now to gain some extra energy, and Shadow Ball and take out the Scartina. And they do have a move ready, unfortunately. It takes me out, of course. Can Skelderidge survive and get a knockout with Shadow Ball? Nope. Okay. Awful lead. Couldn't flip it. That happens. Now, Shadow Charizard. Very interesting. Blast Burn will do crazy damage still, because it's just that type of move. But it's a Dragon Claw, and they're going for the Dragon Claws to chip away. Well, they're not going to want to take this Shadow Ball. Do they commit a shield? They do. And I get to another Shadow Ball. Now, they're out, or 0 shields. And they go for their getting taken out. Now, one Water Shuriken and get some energy. But Lucario, just fine in this scenario. 1 shield is all it takes to survive. Although I could have gained energy with Swampert, but I get to this Power Punch and get some decent damage. Hydro Cannon straight away. And that gets the last shield. Now the thing is, I call the Rock Slide. That gets them to quit because they knew they lost. Now, a somewhat okay lead. If they land an Earthquake, which that was too fast for an Earthquake, then they could get me out. But they choose to bring in their Charizard. And Shadow Ball gets a shield. Time for Shadow Swampert to be just fine against this Charizard. Going straight for the Hydro Cannon because the knockout this stage would be nice. Or I take the last shield. And they do get me to use a shield. And I go straight for the Hydro Cannon. And now they have a Wall Rain. Do I choose to shield it for Earthquake? No, I do not. Because I have Lucario. And I want to save that shield. Going to just Power Punch, be ready. Able to get to a Shadow Ball with what's in the back. Or it's a Greninja. And I am going to go for more Power Punches. Can they take me out with the Night Slash or Hydro Cannon? No, they cannot, and they're out. Lucario takes that dub. Now it's a new day, and another Charizard. Able to absorb the Dragon Claws because they're non-shadow. It's going to add up over time, but Shadow Ball brings them to red, and they are not in a good position. I have to bring in Shadow Swampert. Want to save the Skelderidge for later. They have their own Swampert. And I miss some bubbles, but thankfully they shield, so that's pretty decent. Go for the one extra Mud Shot. And Hydro Cannon brings them to yellow. Now, do I shield? No, I do not. Because at this range, Lucario comes in. They barely get to the move in time, so that gets my last shield, unfortunately. Charizard has a Blast Burn that nukes me. It's all up to Skelderidge. Can I get one more Incinerate in? No, I cannot, and they're going to take me out. And that was a big mistake by me. Now we have an Ampharos, a neutral lead. Brutal Swing will do good damage against me. I just realized now, I get a shield with a Shadow Ball. That's fantastic. It's a Thunder Punch. Okay, I was scared for nothing. And now it's a Thunder Punch again. They catch that Shadow Ball and Obstagoon like a champ. And now the Lucario comes in. Gonna throw the Power Punch, boost my attack. And do I decide to shield? No, I do not. Am I a bit naive? Yes, because Cross Chop takes me out, but we take each other out. But thankfully, I have a Shadow Swampert, and I get to the Hydro Cannon before they use any moves. And now, they lost. Thankfully, it was a Charizard in the back. Another Ampharos in the lead. Let's make this time the same and get a win. It's a Thunder Punch. Do they let the Shadow Ball go through? They do. In time for Swampert to come in to take that Thunder Punch like a champ. It's a Brutal Swing that time. Interesting choice. But it's a Togekiss. Now, they still have 2 shields. So Hydro Cannon's going to land for the first one. And then get a shield this time. And they're going to take me out before I get to a third. But as a fire type, I resist the charm. So I'm able to deal with it better. And I use my last shield. And instead of them letting me farm them down, they swap in the last Pokemon. It's a Heatran that goes down to Lucario. And now Power Punches is all I need to throw. Another Power Punch for the win. And that is incredible. Skelderidge mirror match. Okay, let's see which Skelderidge comes out on top. Or they bring in a Vaporeon, and I have a Lucario to bring in. They bring in a counter to my Skelderidge, and I bring in something that's solid. Although it gets nuked by Water Gun. Power Punch is going to make its fast move do plenty of damage now. But I decided to let it go and gain some energy on Swampert. Because I think that's going to be more valuable. Will I regret it? Will I not? Now almost 2 Hydro Cannons ready. Now the Hydro Cannons are in fantastic position. And I did get that 1 extra Incinerate in, so now I will have a move. They're going to be smart and lower my attack, so they have less pressure of needing the shield. But I get them to use the last shield. But the thing is, the Breaking Swipe and Swap, they're going to be relatively comfortable with this Shadow Ball. But the energy I have on Swampert needs to be saved for Hexorus. They win the CMP tie, unfortunately, but it's just a disarming voice. So this Shadow Ball is going to be a knockout. And then Swampert comes in for the Earthquake to take out the dragon. Big brain plays. Now, off a lead, so I gotta swap into Swampert. I don't want to be taken down by a Water Gun. So I bring in the Water type. Going to be the one to shield first. Not looking good, but let's see. I do get a shield. And now, going to double shield. How do I take out this Blastoise? Well, let's see. I get the last shield, and I get to another Hydro Cannon. And that is going to bring them to red. The courier comes in for the farm down, not letting them use a Hydro Cannon. They counter me with Togekiss. But you see, the Shadow Ball brings them to yellow. And they have a Nidoqueen. That's going to take another Shadow Ball. And are they going to take me out? No, they do not. They are foolish. They let me get to a Power Punch. Skelderidge comes in. Can it survive an Earth Power? Well, that's not something they have to throw. So now, this Shadow Ball is going to take the win. Because that Ancient Power is not strong enough. Boom. Let's see what else Skelderidge does. Goes up against the dragon. Now they're going to just Breaking Swipe, lower my attack. Be in a good position. I'm almost to half health. That's pretty bad. So Shadow Ball gets shielded still, which is nice. Another Breaking Swipe. And will it get a shield this time? I doubt it. It does. In time for the courier to come in. Unfortunately, it's counter, which I should have realized. I'm going to lower my attack. And do I let my Lucario go? No, I do not. Because now I go for the Power Punch. Able to boost my attack back up. Get a couple hits for the knockout. Now with my one debuff stage, I land this Shadow Ball. Now they do have energy, so I have to bring in Shadow Swampert. They are in range of a Hydro Cannon, but their back line is a Mamoswine that gets nuked. I cannot get to move with Skelderidge. Can I survive this move and get to a Hydro Cannon? Yes, I can. And this will be plenty for the knockout. And final thing, Prison Rage Crits. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.